Good morning or afternoon or evening or whatever it is, wherever you're at, everybody, and welcome to day 2 of SGN's Dead by Daylight tournament. I'm Volaron, and with me casting today is going to be Ben or Milmar.
Hi everyone! I was just very confused there because I could hear an echo and it turns out I had the stream sound still turned on because it's that kind of day.
Well, thanks for tuning in. Whether you're surviving killing today or just spectating, it's going to be a good day. This is day number 2 of our 3-day tournament, and so day number 1 we eliminated one team. Sadly, the Hookos were not joining us for day number 2. They didn't progress. So we have the Fire Sharks, El Capitans, and Escapists that are all going to be playing rounds today. We have 6 rounds planned. At the end of 6 rounds, one team is going to be eliminated and 2 teams progress to the finals. And there'll be 2 more matches, 1 killer, 1 survivor for each team. And from there, we're going to determine the winning team. And then the top 5 players will continue on to day number 3 for a chance to win our coveted DbD SGN Tourney trophy. Speaking of the trophy, should we take a look at it?
I was going to say, surely you're going to have to show it off, aren't you?
All right, well, here we go. There you go. Now you know you want that in your living room or your gaming room or something.
Every Dwight needs it.
There's a little bit of inner Dwight in all of us. Although, I will say, I haven't had a chance to play much DbD since the new chapter launched, and in particular, the new killer, so I don't know how that impacts locker hiding, but...
Yeah, because I have to admit, I'm going to be honest, I haven't read about the new killer yet. I've been busy, but I do know there's some locker mechanic there.
Yeah, apparently he can see you while you're in lockers, or he can see that you're close to him, which is unfortunate.
So, I know some players who that's going to be a real problem for.
They shall remain nameless, so we don't out anybody before the tourney. Yeah, alright, so basically, our first match for the day is going to be the El Capitans, and we're going to have Goldfish, who is playing as killer, going up against the Escapists. So let's take a look at our team intros. Actually, you know what? Before we take a look at that, let's take a look at our standings from day number 1. So this is how the teams placed from day number 1. So their points, basically, how the points were calculated, just a refresher, is every survivor team gets 3 points per gen that they complete and 3 points per successful escape. While the killers get 3 points for every first hook and 2 points for every subsequent hook and death. So killers have a score potential of 28 per match, survivors a score potential of 27. So team number 1, Fire Sharks coming out ahead with 110 points, El Capitan second at 84, Escapists 42, and Hookos sadly eliminated with an astounding 9 points. So basically, the scores are weighted, though. So while your points carry over from day 1 to give you a bit of an advantage to, compensate you for doing well, day number 1 points are weighted at 30%, and day number 2 points are weighted at 70%. So how you perform day number 2 factors in really heavily in terms of how your team is going to come out at the end of the day. So the idea being that it kind of evens the playing field, but still gives people who had some points coming into day number 2 a bit of an advantage. So that's what that looks like.
So basically, Escapists want to really, really murder Fire Sharks and everything will be fine, is what I'm hearing from that.
That's exactly it.
Okie dokie.
All right, let's take a look at our first matchup. All right, so we're just going to get everybody invited into the lobby, and then we're going to get going.
Still devastated that no one's repping the Claudette at all in this tournament. It is an absolute disgrace, really.
Yes, you are a Claudette fan.
Oh, yeah. Claudette is best.
It's been a while since she's gotten any new cosmetics, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Why would you bother giving her cosmetics? Because she won't change from the stuff she's got already that's really dark. Unless the cosmetics you get are all black, then I'm not interested.
Yeah, I suppose her base outfit is probably the best, if we're being honest.
Tragically, it is. I mean, I went to all that effort to P3 her, and I never use it.
And we're just waiting for the last member of the Escapists to log in, and that'll be good to go. So just a reminder for all parties, basically people are limited to no more than 2 of the same item in a given match. So 2 toolboxes, 2 med kits, whatever that be. And you're limited to yellow add-ons offerings. So that really limits the survivor offerings really to, well, usually chests. Or unless you are partial to thickening the fog or lessening it, I suppose.
Thickening the fog is great, usually. But, I mean, I'm again, biased as a Claudette player.
I mean, I still go back to, you know, I really like the Moonlight offerings. That really helped, like darken the map. And of course, they disabled those a while back. Before we get into the match, we've got everybody loaded in here. Let's take a look at some stats.
I do love numbers.
All right, so this is Goldfish coming in with 684 game hours, which is about average in terms of the number of hours that our participants have. All-time kills as Killer 520, so he's put some work into Killer. Killer wins, and again, what constitutes a Killer win is getting, I believe, it's a gold emblem in each category, so that's 73 of them. 4K matches, 61. No killer adepts, so, I mean, he's not really adept chasing or what have you, but that doesn't really tell the tale, right? But 520 all-time kills, respectable. So, we have a killer with skill going up against the team. Let's take a look at Escapists. So, Frank the Tank coming in with 78 wins, 593 escapes as survivor, and 517 gameplay hours. So again, the wins would mean, as a survivor, getting gold emblem in all 4 categories after a match. A minimum of gold, I suppose. Crow coming in with 32 wins, 342 escapes, and 339 hours. So definitely a survivor-centered player. Silverthorn, 42 wins, 641 escapes, 789 hours, and then Gogo Voodoo coming in with 40 wins, 657 escapes, and 836 hours. So it's interesting. Everybody is generally in the ballpark the same amount of game hours. So hopefully we're in for a pretty good, even matchup.
Yeah. Also, I'm reading chat. I can see you, Julian. I will call you out in your games when you fuck up, don't worry. When you use that dead hard at the wrong time, I will be watching.
So, here we go. We are about to launch once everybody ready's up. Oh, actually, one more step that I forgot. So we gave each team map selections before. So each team had the ability to select or veto maps. So basically what happened is this, let's say team number 1 and team number 2 select maps and they have one in common. If they have one in common, that automatically becomes the map of choice that we're going to. Then, of course, both teams had the ability to veto one map. So if there was one map that one team selected and there was a veto, of course, you're not going there. If there were no maps in common, what we did is a completely random selection. But the maps that were chosen by the team got like double standing in that random selection. So they got 2 pieces of like the spinny wheel kind of thing, right? To increase your chances of going to a map that one of the 2 teams picked. So let's see what we're going to for round 1. So El Capitan's picked the Boneyard, Glenvale, and RPD. Vetoed RPD, which is a popular one to veto. Escapist picked Red Forest, and Larry's vetoed RPD, so definitely not going there. And then the decider was Silent Hill after randomly selecting. So that's where we are headed, to Bidwich Elementary School.
I always hated that map, I've got to be honest.
I'm not a fan of it.
I've never had a fun game on that. Yeah.
It's very small, right? So it really depends on, well, depends on what's going on, but...
Also, if you're like myself and a little bitch when it comes to, the terror radius, you always have the terror radius on that map. Nothing you can do about it.
It's true, and if you're going up against a killer that is able to traverse that kind of map easily, well,
a decent nurse and you're screwed. Yeah.
Yeah, it could be a rough game.
As we saw with Josh on the Gideon Meat Plan first time round, just going from level 1 to 2 really straightforwardly.
Oh yeah, it was a bloodbath.
Absolutely. Do you need to move to so we can get this game going?
Yeah, we're just waiting for the match to start. But unfortunately, we
cannot start with 5 survivors because you're not listed as a spectator yet, I assume, Dave.
I was.
Is what I was trying to get at.
That's interesting. There we go. We're all set. All right, let's take a look at the offerings that we have. Both teams starting with a clean slate, 0 points. Again, the point system, 3 points for the surviving team for every gen that goes up and every successful escape. A lot of chests, obviously, coming in to play, which is good. Which is good, considering you can only bring like a yellow item into the match, right?
So. Yeah, you might actually get lucky and get a better quality item.
And then killer points is 3 points for every first hook, followed by 2 for every subsequent health state, I guess, and a kill. All right, good luck to our escapists and El Capitans. And here we are at Midwich. We're gonna focus on our survivor or on our killer. Oh, interesting. All right, interesting pairing and matchup.
Yeah, I was going to say, actually, I'm not sure this is a great map for this particular killer.
Well, it's hard to say. I mean, it is pretty compact, so, corrupt intervention is up, right? So that's going to bide some time. And then, of course, you can kind of prolong that by puking on the gens that, aren't blocked. So someone's
absolutely, but I mean... Absolutely, but just in general, that there's lots of barriers to getting puked on as well. I mean, like, we've all been running through the cornfield, and then there's just nothing you can do to dodge it.
That's right, yeah.
Whereas 100%. Here, lots of options.
Lots of barricades makes life a little bit easier for the survivors, potentially. Now, running Corrupt, you need to capitalize this in the first, couple of minutes that you have. If you don't find a survivor, and they're successful in kind of staying hidden, and that's 1 perk gone, essentially.
And 2 of them have been, so they've started a generator somewhere.
Yeah, the infection coming in, so okay, they decide to go for it rather than wait it out. Honestly, my strategy in situations like this is lay as low as possible, do a little bit of totem hunting.
Yeah, I would personally, I'd have been a little bitch and just waited for Corrupt to run out, because you've lost nothing if you've been able to hide for that time.
Wow, you know what? That happened so quickly. I was like, are they running Gnome either? Tell me they're not running Gnome either. But no, that infection, just super speed infection.
Yeah, I wonder what those add-ons are.
Yeah, we're gonna have to check that. I mean, it should be yellow add-ons only. I'm assuming so.
It is. Yeah, there's a yellow and a brown.
Perfect. Good. Oh, nice. They are up and a miss hit. Oh, sad when you miss an M1. Successfully picked up their teammate though, and managed to distract the killer, get a hit on another one that was not injured. So that's great. El Capitan's making the board with the first 3 points for the first hook.
Yeah, well, this is not a great position for them all to be in.
No, everyone's at maximum infection now, which it means one hit down's kind of tough. Kind of tough to contend with that.
And lots of vomiting to be hard, yeah.
Oh, that's a good pallet. You hate to have to use it right then, but
yeah.
He was following the blood, figured that he might be hiding there, but it kind of snuck out the back.
I did not see that until it's like, yeah, I heard the pallet go down.
I hate it when you're panicking a little bit, right? And you think that the killer sees you for sure. You drop the pallet and it's just not necessary.
Yeah,
attract their attention.
That.
Another first hook. Another 3 points on the board for El Capitans. Oh, yeah, that map control with that puke, that's tough. And this is a tough pallet to lose so early in the game.
Do you know what? Maybe I was absolutely wrong on the map. The map control on this one, actually, because you can get from generator to generator really quickly.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. Tinkerer just triggering. So upstairs, though, and unfortunately, that's going to be tough. Tinkerer is almost a lost perk here if you have to traverse a level. Okay, so survivors do get 3 points. Did get up a gen, but they're going to lose another health state here over it.
I have a lot of sympathy for the survivors in this so far. Oh.
Dropping back down. And
nice straightforward.
Oh, borrow time. Excellent.
Oh, nice.
But oh, this is gonna be tough.
No!
Oh! And the pallets there. Good.
Okay, yeah. We like that.
My only concern right now for the survivors is that some of the big loops are being lost early in the game.
Yeah.
Another gen did go up. I didn't notice that, but we've got 2 up now, so Escape is up on the board with 6 points.
Yeah, it's the one downstairs and the one upstairs.
And there goes another one
as well. So, I mean, like, to be fair, I was scared this was going to be a bit one-sided, but they're doing a really good job so far.
Yeah,
considering
100%.
They're all running around, vomiting on everything that they see. Julian asked if we can boost the game sound a bit.
We will give it a try. That should be a little bit better in terms of game volume.
Oh no. That's my kind of chase normally.
Right.
Oh. It's sort of like, and I'm looking for a pallet and I can't find anything, and I inevitably just go straight down.
Oh, and that's a death.
Yeah. One sacrifice of a down person. Also, I did see that the generator that Silverthorns got downed by was a one-person generator.
That's a tough one to manage, especially when you have map control like this. Yeah.
Yeah. So they do not have a lot of options here as to what they're actually going to be doing generator-wise.
Oh, wrong way. Snuck away on him.
Yeah. I was gonna say, not a single person's actually used the fountains yet.
Interesting tactic. I mean, a maximum infection, why not, right?
Yeah, it is. Basically, you have to go one way or the other with this normally, don't you? And I guess with the hope that those none up and ready for come end of game time, you know, when you're running for the gates. But
Well, with this, with
it
those
does
infection
mean
speed add-ons, that makes it really, really challenging. Oh, there's one behind him, but he's going for the gen instead.
yeah, doesn't want.
I wanted to surprise him with Tinkerer more than likely.
Yeah. Ah, there we go. Speak of the devil. First cleansing going on.
Oh, and immediately goes for the corrupt. Didn't want to waste it. Now, again, I mean, a lot of the infection that we've seen here hasn't been puke from the killer landing hits. It's been from them interacting with objects. So
Yes, from the generators. Yeah.
exactly. So now this could be a little bit challenging. Okay, well he gets a hit there, but there's a lot of obstacles, like you mentioned in this map, that could make that corrupt difficult to land.
And generator just went up. Oh.
I think they might be stuck here. Oh, manages to dodge it
Oh!
twice in a row. Gets him with the M1.
Oh!
Wow.
Oh!
Next gen goes up. So we have an even match right now, 15 all. But
Yeah.
and they have two lights on this gate already. Tough map to escape from because the gate spread is just awful. I mean, honestly, nobody likes the camping strategy, but for a tournament like this, right at this juncture, you might decide that you want to camp that.
I was gonna say, yeah. I mean, I'm gonna be frank. Normally, I'd be effing and jeffing at this point, but you know,
Mind you,
try harding for the win.
I mean, that other gate has no progress, so, and he
that
knows
one is
this one
nil, yeah.
does, right? But also a pallet here, which makes this challenging.
But if you can get that pallet down, then that gate becomes a lot more dangerous.
Yes.
But they'll be doing the other gate right now. You need to not be wasting time here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be traveling down the hallway, quickest route.
There we go. Gate's open.
This one isn't. Oh, you just want to camp this gate, get that last guy there. We could hear him coughing. Oh.
Yeah, I'm not sure this is... The other... Is that the other gate opening as well?
It is.
Yeah. Do you know what? That was, I thought, a bit of a rough start, and the Escapists did a superb job, actually.
It was
I'm
a solid
really
game
impressed
from both
there.
killer and from survivor perspective, yeah.
It started out so strong on the killer side, you know, with lots of infection early on and some good early hooks, and those generators just started going down one by one.
It was a good match, and actually, interestingly, the map worked out well for that one.
Yeah, it did. I enjoyed watching that one.
Well, congratulations to our killer and our survivor teams. We're just going to jot down some numbers here before we move on to the next match. Alright, well, we're back. The next matchup is going to be round 2. The Escapists will be switching from Survivor to Killer, and Frank the Tank will be up as the Killer. And the surviving team will be the Fire Sharks, who have yet to play today. So this will be their first match.
Oh wait, does this mean Julian's getting killed?
It's a possibility.
Oh, I hope so. I live in hope. Frank, please do.
All right, we're just going to get the invites out to all the teams, and we'll take a look at some stats, our map offerings, or map selections, and then we'll get started on round number 2. Have you had a chance to play the new chapter much?
No, I'm going to be absolutely frank. I have been really busy recently, and I have not had a chance to touch it, so...
The new map, really interesting. Definitely a new take on maps. Kind of like the Boneyard in that, like, it's a new concept.
Okay.
Really enjoying it.
Yeah.
In terms of the new killer, haven't gone up against them yet. So, there's that. But generally, Survivor, kind of a new, interesting Survivor to play, which is fun. Definitely some interesting perks. Not necessarily super strong on their own, but a lot of synergy potential there. So.
I am absolutely pointless conversing at this point because I've got nothing useful to say.
We're just trying to track down our other members of the Fire Sharks.
Everyone's
Okay.
in now.
Looks like we have everybody in the lobby, and I guess Kobe is Heather Chandler is our did a little bit of a name swap there. Okay,
It's
so
a choice.
let's take a look at our team matchup. What a stunning looking team.
I mean, I am biased. David King, obviously, being a homo from the same hometown as me, so
I
I
mean,
am
that was
biased.
an unexpected selection. Let's be honest about that.
I think that's why they did it. Everyone expected it to be Dwight, so
Right. I'm I'm I mean I'm happy that I'm happy that there's representation in the game. What intrigued me though is how like suddenly all the cosmetics took a turn. Yeah, the new ones
I
that were
have.
released at least, right?
Oh, right, I haven't actually looked at any of his cosmetics since they announced it because everything beforehand was just sort of like generic rough man
Right, exactly.
cosmetics.
And then all of a sudden there was a bit of a turn in the cosmetics that were available in the Rift, and you're like,
Suddenly, have you got the opportunity to run around in sort of like rainbow flares or assless chaps?
yeah, well, pretty close. All right, let's take a look at the matchup. Frank the Tank is going to be playing as Killer for the Escapists. His stats: game hours 518, so pretty comparable to what we were seeing. All-time kills 406, so he's got some killer hours under his belt. Killer wins 59, 4K matches 54, and Killer Adepts 2. So again, not really an adept chaser, but some respectable numbers there.
Certainly much better killer numbers than mine.
Yeah, I haven't looked at mine. I don't know what they would be, but I don't play Killer. I don't particularly enjoy it. The only thing that brings me to a Killer game is essentially dailies and the Rift. Otherwise, not really
I
my.
sometimes do it for practice. If, let's say, I really struggle against a killer and I own them, I'll do a few games and see how other people beat them.
I mean,
Usually when I suck horribly, so it's like, oh, that's what I should be doing.
I tell a lie. The third thing that brings me to play killer is when I have a really awful survivor match where I get like face camped or something that just gets me worked up, and then I'm like, all right, I get worked up enough where I'm like, I'm gonna slaughter the next group, right? And then I end up losing, right? And getting just like steamrolled. It's awful.
Even angrier. Yes,
Yep.
absolutely.
That's how this game works, right? Let's take a look at the Fire Shark stats. So we got Jugu with 210 wins as survivor, 2,872 escapes, and 3,839 game hours.
Basically, a complete amateur. Clearly.
Basically. So he's got some survivor hours under his belt, obviously. About 1,000 of the nearly 4,000 hours, go to killer. It looks like. Joshi with 107 survivor wins, 1,106 escapes, 1,147 game hours. So we're seeing some pretty high numbers here. So pretty potent survivor team.
Yeah,
Nick?
just saying, guys, you have the highest numbers so far, so we're expecting you to do best. No pressure.
No pressure at all. Nick with 110 wins as survivor, 1,342 escapes, 1,224 game hours, and then Kobe coming in a little bit lower, but a strong survivor all the same, 198 wins, actually pretty close to Jugu's numbers there. With well, my math is awful, but like a fraction of the game hours. So
that telling a story. If I recall, did Kobe kill in week 1?
I believe so.
Yeah, because I remember Kobe was quite a good killer. So, it might be one of those examples of more hours doesn't necessarily mean more skill, Julian.
The caster's taking some time for shade.
It's an input. Well, what's the point of casting if you can't do that? Seriously.
All right, let's take a look at the map selections. So for 2, we have Escapist selecting Silent Hill. Not again. Glenvale. And vetoing RPD seems to be the one that's getting the most vetoes. Although I personally love it. In the anniversary stream announcement, they announced that they were going to rework RPD to make it more popular, which kind of devastated me because I took the time to learn the map. I know the ins and outs. I really don't want to rework on that.
So when everyone else is terrible at it, you're actually pretty good because you learned it.
Fire Sharks picking Glenvale and RPD, interestingly, but vetoing the Swamp. So the map that we're going to is going to be Grave of Glenvale. Oh, that's not what we wanted. Jumped in a little bit early. There we go. That's what we were looking for. We're going to get everybody ready. I know Frank the Tank took off for a quick second. Looks like we're good to go, and we're about to start.
Yeah, let's get this going. Let's see what these offerings are. Is it going to be lots of little shiny gold coins? Oh no.
Okay. What was the hidden offering, I'm wondering? I guess, okay, alright, yeah, okay, I know what it might be.
We have some RPD lovers in chat as well. It turns out you're not the only one, Dave.
Well, I mean, good taste is hard to come by. But apparently some people have it. Oh, interesting. Interesting.
both had the exact same reaction.
Actually, you know what? We have a little bit of a thing here. We're gonna have to reset the map because we didn't do the map.
Oh, it's the wrong map.
It is the wrong map, so we are gonna get everybody to leave this map. Apologies on my part. Stand by, bear with us 1 second. We'll be back in just a moment. We are back. Sorry about that, everybody. We are going to reform and send everybody back there. Hopefully to the right realm. We are going to Glenvale. Invites are going out. Pay attention, Dave. Stop with the small talk and like focus on your job.
No, I'm going to still be here being really distracting.
Okay, I think we are all set. There we go. And once everybody's ready to go, we'll start her up. That's my mulligan for the day. You know, it is what it is. We do have the actual right realm selected.
Excellent.
I was going to say that was kind of an unfortunate map choice for the killer, and then I'm like, wait a minute, we're not supposed to be here. This is a problem.
Yes. Yeah.
Nick, we just need you to ready up there, sport.
Chop chop.
Where is Nick?
I mean, do you have time, Nick? I mean, you've got Dead by Daylight to play.
Here we go. All right, match is underway.
All right, so take two.
Take two. Let's do this. We've got the right team names. We've got the points all reset. We are ready to go, and we are pretty positive we're going to the right place.
You sound very confident.
I am very confident. Okay. Zoran says RPD is very first time playing nurse, and you won't like RPD anymore. That's fair. Although, I mean, any 2-level map is really advantageous to the nurse, but if you don't know the layout, that can be challenging. You need that or some sort of aura reading ability, something to give you a bit of an edge if you don't know the layout of the map.
Alright, well, this looks more like it.
Yes, this is where we are supposed to be, I'm quite certain. So corrupt intervention is in play, so that
Yep.
that helps out considerably. Can hear that generator, that main story generator being
Yeah.
worked on. Now, your tactic playing Michael Myers is not to give away who you are too soon. They may have just
Well.
made him out now. You like to get that grab. You like to get that grab potentially off the first gen.
Oh yeah, I've done my fair share of girly screams when Michael Myers snuck up behind me. Come on, Nick.
Nick caught a little bit oblivious looking around there, I think. Not really realizing where he was. No terror radius can do that to a person, though. It's disorienting. Oh, another gen being worked on.
Oh, I see a Josh.
And a boom going up.
See, Josh knows.
Oh, level 2 already? Okay. Got some good stock in there. I think Nick had given him a lot of stock, yeah. Trying to mind game a little bit, trying to see where he's going to end up.
And Josh is having none of it.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, so long as that pallet's up and that wall's up, that's going to be tough. I'd be pretty concerned. Oh, getting lots of stock off the 2. I would have stuck to that. Oh, mind you, this one's being worked on too. A lot of gens are being worked on. One goes up for the survivors.
Oh, the most difficult one as well. Oh, that's a very good start.
Do we think that's the most difficult gen?
When you've got Michael Myers who can see you from halfway across the map,
well,
I would say
that's
yes.
fair. That's fair. You're giving up a lot of stock working on that one potentially.
Yeah, and they've got that out. But I mean, he got through to stage 2 pretty much exclusively off that.
Okay, hearing the boon around here, there is a boon active.
Yeah.
But man, giving up a lot of pressure on the gens to go track it down. I mean,
we saw someone go into that gen on the right, like he stalked someone as they went down to it. So not sure why he's not going to go put pressure on it.
Trying to sneak up and get the stock, but now that you're in tier 2,
yeah, you're not going to be able to at this point. You basically have to play like a small radius killer because that's what you are.
Okay, another gen going up for the survivors there. He's got the vault here. Oh no.
Oh, we're getting so close. Oh my goodness, another generator. We've not even had a down. We've not even had a hit.
Not yet, no. But a tier 3 can change things pretty quickly.
A tier 3 can change things around pretty quickly. Yeah.
And we are close to tier 3, but there's still a lot of stock that's got to happen before. Okay, tier 3 is about to pop, so
Cake for generator. You do not.
they've got a lot of head start there and a pallet. Oh.
Oh no.
And now this loop is pretty strong. He's hoping for a drop, but
not getting it.
Not getting it. So we heard a locker slam. We don't know if that's going to be head on or if that was just no. You know what that was? Is that was the the whatchamacallit.
Was there the Zarina perk?
Yes,
is it?
That's right.
The kick that generator is so close to done.
Yeah, exactly. Interesting choices. Not.
All you need is one person to be hiding near there to finish it whilst you're chasing.
But he wants to make use of his tier 3,
I know
which
he
is about to lose.
Of stage 3, but
okay. Well, I mean, if there's something that came of this, he got the pallet drop on Shaq, but I would have stopped to kick that probably. There we go. Shaq pallet is down. Strongest loop broken.
Get to that too late. Yeah. And this is a good spread. Genuinely at this rate, it could be a complete clean sweep for the survivors. Because we're all the way back down now with regards to Dork, so...
Oh, there we go. Does catch one upstairs. Is going to get, a lot of stock off on them, but there's not a lot of time remaining here. Isn't going to get the full level up.
And that generator over near the actual hangman's noose needs to be checked because
Oh, 100%.
he couldn't see anyone near the toe.
The spread is phenomenal.
Yeah, but it's as good as it could be. Essentially, one in each corner. And there's yeah, there we go.
Last gen
There we
popped
go.
kind of thing. But there's still the gates to contend with, and we got 2 survivors that are over in this corner. A pallet loop, but pallet drops. Oh, I would have stalked.
You need, if you can get the level 3.
So it is ready to pop, so it's just a matter of him kind of
I would head to the gate.
Yeah.
Get to the gate, stalk at the gate.
Okay, that one is ready to go, but unfortunately it's going to be a quick open and an escape more than likely.
Yeah, there goes Josh. And they'll be working on the other gate.
Yeah.
This has just been really unfortunate for the escapists.
I mean, oh, the other gate has not been started. So the question is, are they camping around here waiting for the patrol, or are they going to make their way over to the other gate? And I'd be really concerned they're going for the other gate.
That would be my concern too. Yep, there goes. If Julian's left, I assume it means the other 2 are right behind him. So where's Nick?
Where is Nick?
Did Nick find the hatch, do you reckon?
I don't know where he is. The other gate didn't have any progress, so it's entirely possible that he was... Well, let's take a peek. Okay, interesting.
Okay, so he wasn't at the hatch, he wasn't doing the other gate.
It's possible that he figured the other one was open and he was going for that, but it wasn't, and so...
Just doing the age-old, just running around the edge of the map until you find the open gate.
Okay, apparently Frank is playing on an older laptop from a hotel, so kind of rough to contend with that for sure. Especially going up against like a high-skill survivor group.
Yeah, Frank, I feel a great deal of pain for you there. It was just really rough.
All right, we're gonna take down some numbers and move on to our next match. Alright, our next match is going to be the El Capitans playing a Survivor against the Fire Sharks, who are playing Killer with Julian as the Killer. Any thoughts or predictions on this upcoming match?
Julian's probably going to kill really effectively, and that makes me very sad. Oh, I hope he has a complete clean sweep and everyone gets away. But he is a full-on try-hard with a good gaming PC. He doesn't have the handicap that Frank had, so I think he's going to do fine.
I mean, I can always load up a couple things on my browser and sabotage his connection.
You would also sabotage the stream simultaneously. It is the perils of living in the same house.
Alright, invite's going out. Okay, so we're all set here. Let's take a look at some team stats.
Yeah.
Round 3 of 6 before we go to our finals. So we're halfway through our semifinals here. Julian, Jugu playing Killer. take a look at the stats. He's coming in with 3,839 game hours, 7,758 all-time kills. So some significant time played as Killer. Killer wins 676, a little more modest. 4K matches at 626, and Killer adepts at a total of 8. So he's put some time into progressing, certain killers.
So what we're learning there is essentially that he doesn't he gets a kill or two maybe most of the time, and then has a really good game every now and again. Is what we're picking up from this.
Yeah, I mean, probably pretty standard for most of us, right? Especially when you get to higher tiers and whatnot in terms of your MMR. The matchups I find is Killer can be really challenging going up against skilled group of survivors that just frustrate you over and over again. Then your MMR goes down a little bit, you get an easier group, or maybe it's just luck, I don't know, and you have a good match, and then you get crushed the next one again. So Jugu will be going up against the El Capitans, surviving. Let's take a look at their game numbers. We got Goldfish with 34 survivor wins, 552 escapes, and only with 684 hours. So modest, pretty good stats given the game hours. Kevin coming in slightly higher with about the same number of game hours, 37 wins, 635 escapes, and 688 hours. Shando and Sid creeping up in terms of game hours. Shando with 1,391 game hours and 360 wins, 1,876 escapes. So definitely skilled survivor going up against a skilled killer. And then Sid as well. 2,603 game hours, 267 wins, 1,906 escapes. So should be an interesting matchup.
Yeah. Good luck, El Capitans. I'm rooting for you.
Let's take a look at our map selections, which I am totally going to make sure I get right this time. Fire Sharks hoping for Cold Wind, Auto Haven, and vetoing Larry's. Meanwhile, El Capitan's asking or hoping for Larry's, picking Mount Ormond and vetoing Silent Hill. And what that meant is, since there was nothing in common, it went to the randomizer. Every team had double entries for the map selections that they chose, and we ended up with Auto Haven records. So that's where we're going. All right, I'm just going to double check, make sure we're going to the right place. We are, and then we're all set once everybody hits ready. We're just waiting for the last ready up, and then the match will be starting. There we go, and in we go to the match. Good luck to both the Fire Sharks and El Capitans. Let's see how
Good
this
luck to
goes.
the El Capitans. No bias from me. Totally. I hope they bully Julian. Pallet him at every occasion. There's only 4 offerings.
Somebody forgot an offering, or they're just like, you know what? So good, don't need one.
Yeah, one of survives didn't put an offering in.
Alright, here we go. And Julian predictably going with his favorite killer.
This is his favorite?
It is.
Ah. Oh, he does love whispers.
Yes. You got your meta perks here. Not an unexpected build, although the one...
Although, Franklin's demise, is that?
Oh, he can see somebody working off in the distance there. Tries to get the far hatchet niches.
The Huntress song with the whispers, it's really creepy.
I think that's
I've got to be honest, that combo, very on brand for Julian.
Alright, first.
Oh no, are they gonna? Oh,
gonna loop Killer
Don't
Shack.
waste
This
this
is gonna be
pallet.
tough. You know what? You're going up against a skilled survivor group. I don't think we're gonna see a wasted pallet, honestly.
like, at this stage of the game, I'd rather get downed than use that pallet so early.
I would not waste my time on this chase. It's just you're not gonna get anything from it. Meanwhile, gens are getting pressured.
Oh,
That
Julian
gen
is
about to go
terrible
up.
with the hatchets today.
Yeah, I would just M1 it at this stage. Oh, nice call on that. Shando sneaking back to the gen, trying to get some work done on it. Oh, nice prediction on the hatchet, but Shando spinning away. Not his first kick at the cat.
And Julian is out of hatchets.
That gen going up. Another gen. A lot of time was wasted at that Killer Shack.
This is a really good chase. They're doing a really good job.
It's my favorite.
Yeah, Shando did a superb job.
Yeah. You know, he's got a lot of game hours there. You're going to have to start pressuring gens. Honestly, my tactic would be to go after the survivors with fewer game hours. Shando having run around the Killer Shack and then against like the L loop there, not where you want to be spending your time.
No, it's not. Something I noticed in the games today, killers have not been kicking the generators that much. They've been very bloodthirsty and all going straight for the chase.
Yeah, you have to have a good combination of regression for the gens.
And getting people downed for hooks, yeah.
Some healing going on back there. Kevin now fully healed again. Needs to get something here. Needs to connect. We got two gens up, not a single hit. Or not a single down, sorry.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, very nice.
Now, we know Shando's good at looping. He's already wasted countless minutes in this game. I would not take that chase. You go after a different survivor who you might have some better time pressuring.
Yeah, like Shando is taking the effort to be seen. Oh, is that Kevin? Yep.
And we got the pallet drop, which wasn't necessary. And first down.
Yeah.
Nice hatchet from around there.
Kevin panicked there and just threw the pallet down without thinking.
Yeah, it happens to me all the time. So first hook going up, and also another gen going up as well. Another gen on top of that. That's got to be tough to hear his killer. Having to do a quick reload on top of it. Yeah, I mean, necessary
Makes
break,
sense.
Unfortunately. You don't really have the time for it, but...
Oh!
Missed the hatchet from the foot away.
He didn't want to...
Well, I mean, Julian probably knows that borrow time is in play, I'm assuming. And so that would have just been a wasted time, wasted hit when you could go after a fresh survivor. A new hook being worth 3 points, of course, right? So
yeah, points-wise, it would be more sensible to do that. Oh,
Oh,
some zigzagging going on here.
oh yeah, and knowing that that hatchet was coming, he had to zigzag. Critically low on hatchets again, only one to go.
Yeah. And the thing is, there's one generator to go, and there we go. That was a
There we go.
long chase.
Yeah, a lot of successful time wasting going on there.
But like, I think Chai and Shando here have done a superlative job of keeping Julian busy.
Oh yeah, 100%. Out of hatchets now. He knows he has one, so I think he wants to connect with that, but he's lost him. He's left the loop, and you can see the scratch marks heading to the left. Julian
Yeah,
doesn't
leading away, and
realize...
Julian missed it. It's a joy to see. Utter joy for me.
So with no hatchets and all survivors lost, they're gonna likely
And
walk out that door.
That other door is almost certainly not. There we go.
100%.
Open. Never mind. Yeah.
Oh, rough match. And
Right.
there it is.
They were taking no chances. Off we went. Thank you very much, El Capitans, for coming through for me there.
I think Julian's biggest downfall in that match is he took too many chases with survivors that outskilled him, quite frankly, in terms of chases, and should have focused on survivors that are more adept at getting gens and unhooks and not so strong in chase.
Basically, the people who knew they're not great at chases and just snuck around the map doing generators. If he'd focused on that, Julian would have had a better time.
Yeah, 100%.
Because that's something that, as a killer, I often do. If I'm doing something and a survivor pops up in front of me intentionally, I tend to just ignore them. Because I know they want my attention, and the best thing I can do usually is not give it them.
That's right, yeah. That was the tactic there quite clearly. Shando, knowing he could have maintained a good chase, was going to capture attention and just hold the killer for as long as he possibly could.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just taking down some numbers, and then we'll be moving on to round number 4. Okay, our next match is going to be my bad. Escapists playing Survivor and Fire Sharks playing their second killer match back to back. Nick will be going up as killer against the Escapist Survivors.
All right.
Should be an interesting matchup. We'll take a look at some stats momentarily just to see where Nick falls in terms of his killer skill and what we can expect from the Survivor team. We're just going to get some invites out. Before we do that, get the custom match all squared away, ready to go. So invites going out to Nick for killer, and now going out to the Escapist.
Oh, Zarina. It's Kate. This is me because I've not seen many of the bloody. I never buy the cosmetics in this game, so I'm like, oh, is that Kate Denson? Because it suddenly make her hair brown and I don't recognize her anymore.
Right. Yeah, I usually stick with the blonde hair Kate myself. And we're just waiting for the last member of the Escapist to load back into the game. And in the meantime, this caster is going to step away from the computer for just 1 second as we wait for Frank.
Oh, that means you'd all be stuck with me, you poor bloody sods. So I've never seen Nick play killer, that I recall. So I am curious. What kind of killers he's going to play? Do we have any guesses in chat as to what we think Nick's going to be murdering people with?
I don't have any guesses, honestly. Okay, Frank.
Oh,
Frank
I'm talking to the Twitch chat.
Oh, you're
myself.
okay. Okay.
Oh yeah,
fine. No need
you were
to involve me
stepping
in this
away.
conversation.
So yeah, you were stepping away. So I'm making conversation for myself.
I didn't get a chance to step away while we were sending out invites, but that's okay. Okay, so I think we've got everybody lined up in the match here. Let's take a look at some stats real quick. So round 4, Nick is going up as killer. Game hours 1224. All-time kills 403. Killer wins 55. 4K matches 44. Killer adepts 8. So he's put some time into doing that as well. Nick, a little bit of a completionist from my experience, so it doesn't surprise me.
Clearly, with the killer adepts. Yeah.
Escapists, again, just take a quick review of their team stats there. Everyone's in the same ballpark in terms of game hours, it looks like. Not too much of variation there. We're not talking in the thousands for anybody. So that's equal to around where Nick is at there. And yeah, should be a pretty even matchup, I would think.
Yeah, hopefully. Of course, we have seen, I mean, sometimes some people sweat, like we might have some people on the Escapists who are primarily killer players rather than survivors, so...
So this is match 4, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
So let's take a look at our map selections. Fire Sharks, picking Coldwind and Autohaven, vetoing RPD. Whereas Escapist selected Red Forest, Larry's, and vetoed RPD. So RPD was out, no common selections between them. So again, we went to the randomizer, and the map that we're going to is going to be Springwood. Like it or not, that's where we're going.
In hindsight, we should have just auto-vetoed RPD so that everyone else would have a veto for actually something that wasn't that. It might have made the map selector a bit more interesting.
I guess so, yeah. Everybody was really concerned about having to go to RPD. Alright, everybody is all set, and we're ready to go once everybody hits ready.
Excellent.
Just waiting on Frank the Tank, and I think Nick should be readied up, so here we go. Alright, a lot of offerings going up. Coins as predicted.
How many yellow mist thickenings do you need to get to the equivalent of a purple one? Because I know it doesn't stack beyond purple, does it? So, is it 2 yellows? I honestly don't know, actually, on the offering stacks.
I'm not sure, honestly. I didn't realize that it didn't stack beyond purple. Oh, interesting.
Yeah, well, as in... Oh, okay. Funnily enough, this is who I would have guessed, actually, but no one else said anything in chat, so I didn't say my guess out loud.
So
Oh.
problem with our scoreboard. Escapist at -3. We'll fix that.
Poor escapist.
Oh, good guess on the Oh.
Oh, has Nick lost control or something?
There we go. Got to hold it all the way down.
Nick, are you okay?
I'm not sure if this is the first time playing Brave, maybe? Yes, the safety of this
Generator's not been
basement
touched.
No, it has.
Ah, I didn't
Okay.
hear it. Clearly I wasn't listening enough.
Yeah, it's tough. It's a tough one to hear, actually.
Because when I'm playing as killer, I can hear that quite clearly. It's probably just through the stream. Oh, he's got discordance and he's not turned around. Because there's the generator with 2 people on it, but... Nick, what are you doing?
He lost
Run
sight of
that
him.
way.
Lost sight of him, yeah. Oh, although, right on his heels. That vault, though, if he goes for the vault... Yes, tried to fake it. That was a good move, but... ended up getting downed all the same.
That's 2 generators that have gone up, though, in that
2
time.
gens and a boon. However, Fire Strikes are on the board with their first hook, worth 3 points.
Oh, someone's on that generator downstairs.
Yeah, I would have gone back for a little boo there, little peek and see what's going on, because somebody blew a gen there.
Yeah. And they're probably coming upstairs to do the unhook, so you might have been able to...
Mind you, no, it was Scourge Hook, so...
Oh!
Oh, yeah, there we go, okay. Oh, a cloaking fiasco. There we go.
I'm curious, what controls is Nick using here?
Oh, I mean, this is going to be a stun. Oh! Yeah, there it is.
Oh! I didn't think that was going to stun him, it looked like he wasn't underneath it.
I mean, yeah, if you park yourself right in the middle, you can block a pallet drop, potentially, but you also kind of risk getting stunned. Discordance going off. Playing it safe, going after the injured survivor as opposed to the fresh one, guaranteeing, I guess, 2 points as opposed to the 3, but... Oh, and there was a closer I would have gone to.
Yeah, because then you could turn around to the generator to kick it, which is probably what I would have aimed to do. Although it looks like that escapists are not putting a lot of attention in on the spread here. Most of the generators they've done are on the same side of the map.
I guess he may have taken them to
and then they're working on one next to it, so like they're putting themselves at risk.
Okay, so Nick putting some pressure on the hook areas, deciding not to go for the tunnel, going for the fresh hit, but got the pallet drop on his toes. Now this basement loop is tough. Yeah, he's gonna get the pallet drop, gets it.
But that's a really good that's a good pallet to have.
Oh, for sure.
When you're looping.
Yeah, that's a strong one. That and this. I mean, this essentially breaks the school loop now. Especially if you haven't made the mistake of kicking those doors open. Then now it's just a matter of no more pallets in this. He's got a pressure.
Yeah, so now you will be caught up too.
Mind you, there's this one more pallet right here by the car. He's able to get the hit before it drops.
Oh, that was a long chase, and now generators are being completed. There's only one left to go.
One left to go, but gets another down. He does have scourge hooks, I believe. I want to say, maybe not.
Yeah. I was at him trying to look for his barbecue, and I didn't see anyone.
Yeah, so either they're playing as though barbecue's in play, or we just didn't get a good enough view.
It must have been because this is at the other side of a map, so it should have been visible.
Back on Frank, getting a hit off there.
Poor Frank, what did he ever do?
You can hear that boon upstairs, but normally I would break chase to go squish it, but at this stage in the game, I would say no, you want to focus on that. The nurse is calling, paying off, and he gets it!
Oh, I would be, if I was Frank, I would be kicking myself.
The pallet camp is always tricky, and that nurse is calling is what helped him get the kill. Now,
also I hate this.
Oh no!
They're struggling
Oh no!
and you
Is
can't
it bugged? Oh no! The floor is bugged. He's not going to be able to make it to the hook.
I don't know. It's one right outside the door.
Oh no! That's unfortunate.
No. Oh. Nick,
That was something. I think
so unlucky.
either he just couldn't find the spot to drop down, or that was bugged. Either way, that was unfortunate. Frank playing the game here, and he's disappeared. I think Nick has lost him. Couple scratch marks. Oh! That's always good.
Oh.
Getting the drop right in front of you when that's like the panic pallet drop. Same thing. I've done that before.
I've done that. Yeah, I've done that before. Where you drop down thinking you've lost them. You're like,
Yep.
oh no. Right.
First hook. That's worth 3 points. So 11.
Yeah.
And I think
Is that the gate behind him that's open? Yeah, they're gonna have to leave Frank because they're not rescuing him.
I mean, it depends. They have borrowed time, right? And I would say that they probably do. They're probably going to give it a shot. Honestly, if I were the survivor team, I think I might just go for the escape and guarantee. Yeah. Oh, a grab off the hook. But this gives an opportunity for that save.
But does this an extra 3 points for the
Yeah, this is going to be tough. Honestly, I think I would. If I was the survivors, I would go for the door and just guarantee my escapes. Oh, that nurse is call. Oh, he decides not to go for it. He doesn't want to risk leaving the hook. I would have. I think if that was my choice to make.
At that point, yes. I agree, actually. Oh yeah, it looks like they've given up. They don't think they're gonna do it.
Oh, Frank thinking about it. I don't know if he's got BT.
Frank's the only one there though, so Nick
hit him or nothing. I mean, it's unfortunate that you're the camping stage, but logically, it's the right choice to make.
When you're trying to get points, it is unfortunately. It's not fun to do, but you do what you've got to do to get your points, don't you?
That's right.
But that was actually a really good show from the Escapists. I really enjoyed that one.
And the Fire Sharks made a bit of a comeback in terms of the killer points. So.
Yeah, it wasn't a complete decimating. It was a nice even match.
Alright, as always, we're just going to take down some numbers and get right back into round 5.
So that means there's 2 more rounds to go.
2 2 more rounds to go, then we eliminate one team, and the final 2 teams go into the finals. Okay, we have our points down. Our next matchup is going to be the El Capitans playing as Survivor with the Escapists, their final killer, taking a turn.
Oh, have they saved the best for last? I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, that preschool was an unexpected pick, and I mean, it could go either way on that.
Hmm. Oh, I am curious if Nick did have some technical problems, because there were definitely a bit of strange behaviour early on.
Alright, we're going to reform here. Alright, invites going out to Kevin, Sid, and Shadow, and then our killer, Crow, coming in for the Escapists.
So, this is the team that basically bullied Julian.
Is playing Survivor, yep. Let's take a look at the stats. So, Crow. In terms of killer, we have Crow for the Escapists, 340 game hours, so a modest number. 285 all-time kills, so suggests to me that you get some killer matches in. 31 killer wins, 36 4K matches, 0 adepts. Going up against our El Capitan's team, and I won't go through the numbers, we've already kind of stated them, but just for everyone's reminder.
Also, don't put yourself down, Crows.
There we go. I think we have everybody in. Just going to take a look at the map selections.
But the thing is now, as we're getting further into this competition, I mean, we know like Julian is quite an adept killer. Certainly had plenty of adepts. But, you know, if Crow was paying attention to the game, Crow might be able to realize a better way of playing to get some hooks.
All right, so Escapist picked Silent Hill, Boneyard, and vetoed Mount Ormond. Interestingly, usually a pretty survivor-friendly match. El Capitans picking Larry's, Springwood, and vetoing RPD. The decider being Boneyard. I actually like this match. I know you being a Claudette main, not obviously like Ormond, not your strongest one as Survivor, but.
No, but as a weak loop person, Ormond is quite good for that. You know, that main building is there's so many different ways to run around that is even I can escape the killer there sometimes, and I am terrible.
Well, let's see how we do.
I'm curious. Who picked the icons for the teams?
Each team developed their own icons. Yeah, you might wonder what you might wonder what the El Capitans is all about. I'll leave it to your imagination.
Yeah, I mean, I'm yeah, you know exactly why I was asking that question.
They haven't shared the story behind it. Maybe someday they will.
Just not on stream, I suspect. We'd be kicked off the air.
And just waiting for Goldfish to ready up, and then in we go. All right, here we go. We are loading in.
Oh. Look.
Interesting selections. Going for a luck build. I mean, maybe that.
Now, I suppose luck does affect chests, doesn't it? And does it actually affect your chance of getting yourself off the hook
In fact,
on your first hook?
luck doesn't impact chests. It's only related
Does
to
it not?
hooks, self-on hooks. Yeah.
Oh, I always thought it was related to chests as well, but then I was never interested in it, so I never looked into it. Right, well, obviously, considering how well this team did last time they were on Survivors, I'm gonna hope Crow basically murders them this time round.
There we go. Oh, interesting killer.
Oh! This is a killer I do not like being against, because he's very good. Like, the kit is just so strong. But it does also mean that as soon as you load in, you know which killer you're against.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't leave anything to the imagination, that's for sure. You'll know immediately. I mean, usually my mind blanks and I don't realize it until I end up in the dream world, and then I'm like, oh shit, it's right. Yeah, 100%. That was a good break. Good one for the killer. Break up that loop.
Oh, so they must have all spawned close to each other and they just got started on a generator straight away.
El Capitan's on the board with 3 points already.
Now, I've never played Freddy myself. I don't own him, but would you not be putting the little traps down on the floor for when people are in the dream state?
Yes. You typically want to trap, especially break up some of those loops
by windows and pallets.
Who's he chasing?
So I don't. I think that was Chai or Shando. I'm not sure.
Okay.
It was one of the female characters.
Oh, so interesting. So he has fake pallets, which is why you're not seeing the traps being placed to break up the.
I do hate fake pallets. I have been got by many a fake pallet. Don't no. Oh, okay. That's actually
Stopping.
Don't mind that. Just don't stop. Don't chase Shando.
Yeah, 100%.
Don't make that mistake.
And Sid a pretty strong looper as well, so that could be an issue.
Now, if you've had to break that pallet, I would have gone back to the middle to get the generator, because someone's probably on it now.
Oh, 100%. So he's breaking the next door. Okay. Yeah, someone's touched it already. Oh, hoping for a locker grab. No luck, unfortunately.
See, I suspect I would be hiding upstairs in that room, just waiting and then dropping down to keep working on it every time the killer leaves.
I mean, there's gen spread, but of course Freddy can teleport, so I mean that can break that up a little bit, but...
No. Don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. It's a trap.
It is a trap. Nothing good can come from this chase. Yeah, and that buys him enough time to put up another gen.
Oh, and there was Sid downstairs as well.
Yeah.
This isn't. Yo, about to get a pallet.
Oh, he gets it! He gets it! But I would be real careful about that pallet pickup. Oh, he's gonna get it though.
About step backwards.
Now using his teleport.
Yeah,
100%. And he catches somebody leaving. Goes for the gen bust instead.
Considering how close to being done it is, I think that was a smart call.
Yeah. He's got Call of Brian. Do you remember what that perk does? I don't. I recognize the icon, can't remember what the perk does, unfortunately.
Come on, Josh. What's it do? In chat.
Oh, finds one hiding. There's Kevin.
Oh,
Getting a pallet? No. After damaging a gen, Call O'Brien activates, and the gen regresses. Okay, yeah, a lot quicker than normal. So kind of a bit of a meta perk. There we go. Makes use of that Call O'Brien. That's going to start regressing that gen pretty quickly.
Nice.
Of course, it's active again. He can go back and kick it. They've touched it. It's not regressing anymore. Oh, maybe they haven't. That's why it's in yellow. Got to start using some of these fake pallets, I'm afraid, and hope you get a chase.
Yeah, I'm guessing it will maybe turn white once it stops regressing or something. If it may, oh, I'd hope so. Oh, is that a Shando there? It is.
Oh, gets a hit off.
Successfully mind gamed. Nicely done by Crow. Oh, and Shando accidentally backstabbing everyone else on the team who was trying to finish that gen. I would be tempted to teleport to that generator now whilst I'm out of
I mean, the teleport gives Crow a lot of map control here, and I mean the gen spread isn't fantastic, so they got to be mindful of what they decide to put up next. There's a fake pallet spot. I would definitely put one there. Yeah, good idea.
because then they'll be feeling more confident about doing that generator.
All right, so attention being split between.
There is a lot of.
I'm not sure what's going on there. If those are missed skill checks, I thought for a second they were discordance or something. Just giving them all. That must be a perk. Yes. Okay. Every time you get a good skill check, you receive a loud noise notification. That's why we're seeing all this. I'm just not super familiar with that.
But they're just doing a really good. The survivors are putting them up quickly. Is what we're finding out.
That's right.
I mean, with all those, no, you don't want to be doing this. They're doing the generators. Teleport to that generator, pretty sure. That's what you need to do.
Of course, Shando takes another hit, but he's fully healed from the last time he was hurt, so... I mean, one thing we are seeing Crow do is actually take the time to... Oh, and he's going to get it down!
Nice.
Maybe not the best place to choose to heal.
They might get that one in the middle done, though. I mean, it's very nearly there. If there's anyone working on it.
And Kevin was there.
Oh, Kevin was working on it. I would go kick that generator.
Oh, that's a difficult choice to make. Do you go for the down? Oh, and there's the boon there. That's what brought everybody.
And there's the boon.
Ah, yeah. There it goes.
I think that may explain why Goldfish chose to heal there.
Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, gets it just before it goes down. I would not take this chase. I would go get my hook and my points.
Yeah, I would go get my points.
Because getting that hook does two things, right? It brings them back to it. Mind you, all three of them are here. Might get another down, but he's going to lose his hook. Okay, alright, maybe it wasn't a bad choice.
Yeah, we still got
but he's got DS!
Oh no!
Making that choice so much more painful. Wasn't sure if that was a fake pallet or not, so he decided to go for the drop, but... Oh no, the strongest pallet in the game is still up. Oh, gets the down though. Yeah, wants to take him to a hook a little more central, a little farther away from the gates.
And we just saw a Sid in front of us,
I think so, yeah.
That means I bet Kevin is on that gate and Shando's trying to be a distraction. No.
Our scoreboard not really wanting to cooperate with me, but they do escape Hisar up to 8. There we go. Of course, all the gens are out.
Oh, no, you don't.
15. Oh, it's too bad. Too bad that was a still standing pallet.
I would get over to that gate sharpish.
Oh, it's gonna open before he's able to get there.
Is it an injured person at least? No, no one's injured.
No,
you're not getting any kills here, sadly.
Two got pushed out, leaving two still in the match, but they're completely healthy. Unless he catches them way away from the gate, they're going to walk out. And there we go. The protection run is going. Good. I mean, it was still an entertaining match.
I think Crow generally did a really good job of trying not to get drawn into the chases, like Julian did. Where so there was a lot more people getting hit this time round, just weren't able to convert them because El Capitans were just putting pressure on those generators really consistently.
Alright, well, we're not going to click the points and the scoreboard's being silly, but El Capitans do come out with 27, Escapists with 8. Take a moment to get down some numbers here, and then we'll be on to round number 6, which is the final match of our semifinals, and then we move on to the finals. After next match, one team will be eliminated from day 2 of the SGN DbD Tournament. Crazy.
Yeah, it is. And the reality is, I'll be honest, all 3 teams are really actually quite good. They're all solid DbD players. You know, we don't have any terrible teams here, so whoever gets eliminated I'll feel bad for, because everyone's done a good job today.
Yeah, I agree. Everyone's been putting in a big effort, and it's just been challenging matches. It's been entertaining to watch for sure. All right. Our next and final match of the semifinals is going to be El Capitans playing as Killer. Shando will be going up as the team's choice for Killer, so it'll be interesting to see if he has the skills for Killer as he does for Survivor. Going up against the Fire Sharks, which will be an interesting matchup. Yeah.
Come on, please murder Julian. Shando hit. I can't tell if this is Shando being like intentionally modest. No, I'm dead bad, I promise. Proceeds to kill everybody, or if it's actually we'll find out soon enough. Just remember, Shando, if you do nothing else, just tunnel Julian. Make sure he dies.
Alright, we're just going to get the invites going out. Get everybody heading into game. Alright, so while we're waiting for everybody to accept their invites, let's take a look at some stats. Round 6, Shando. Game hours, 1,391. All-time kills, 28. Killer wins 3. 4K matches 3. Killer depth 0. So, interestingly, he may have been honest. A lot of his time goes into playing Survivor, and certainly not Killer.
Yes. This might be a quick match.
I don't know. I think we might be surprised.
Well, actually, I will say sometimes, so long as you've played enough Killer to understand their mechanics, playing as Survivor a lot makes you a good Killer. In the same way that playing Killer a lot makes you a better Survivor, so yeah.
Yeah, I mean, definitely one of the advantages to knowing each survivor and their perks, or their base perks, or like it exposes you to more perks, even if you make them teachable and open them up on different survivors. So,
Mm.
I mean, the more you know about the survivor gameplay, obviously, the better you're going to be as killer, and vice versa. I don't enjoy playing killer, but when a new chapter releases, I'll make an effort to at least play a couple rounds with the new killer, if nothing else, just so I understand the mechanics as best as I possibly can when I go up against them.
Yeah, no, oh, absolutely. Because every time I play DBD now, because I've been so busy the last like 6 months, I've not had a chance to touch it very much. It's like there's a new killer and some new perks, and it's like, bollocks.
Mm-hmm.
And I inevitably, I'm very off meta and I have no idea what's going on.
Well, especially with the volume of perks that come out, gotta think it's tough to keep the game balanced, and of course that creates the meta, right? Because you have some perks that come out ahead, right, that everybody uses, and then you got some that are just throw-ins that no one's gonna use. All right, round
Yeah.
6 map selection. What are we at here? So we've got El Capitan's choosing the Boneyard again, and Glenvale vetoing RPD, and the Fire Sharks picking Glenvale, and RPD vetoing Swamp. So, with a common choice between both teams, we are going back to Glenvale, which is kind of suitable for the semifinals, given that's what our cinematic intro was all about.
Yeah.
All right, we're just waiting for the Fire Sharks to ready up, and then we'll be jumping in game. I'm hoping that the El Capitans will grace us with the backstory to their logo.
Yes. I am. I don't want to say I'm morbidly curious at this point.
I mean, interesting in so much as that I had sent a link to all the teams to web pages that would give you a free logo that you could generate, you could customize and make it your own. They instead chose to, every team made their own with some interesting creative content there.
Yeah. You're very diplomatic, Dave. Well done.
It's my superpower. Two hours into the stream, our last match of the semifinals. After this match, we'll be taking a look at the points, and one team will be eliminated from the SGN DbD tournament, and then we're doing one final killer and survivor match for each team. So 2 more matches after this that progresses, after which a winning team will be crowned for the SGN DbD tournament, and then 5 go forward to day 3 of the finals for their chance to win the trophy. Oh, interesting. Interesting choice of killer.
This is a killer that I cannot play successfully.
Oh, yeah, no.
So, Oh, we saw a Julian there.
A boom going up already. I cannot play the chainsaw killers.
No.
Every time. You know what? Julian might be trying to take Shando for a bit of a run here, looking to repay the favor for his match. And that would be hilarious if he was able to do that. Burn some time so some gens go up.
I would be going to check.
Oh, he might be going down. Yes. Shando gets it down just as he was about to vault. He knew where the vault was too, but couldn't quite make it. But he gets to step over the vault. There's nothing more satisfying than that. Oh, mind you, he was on that side. Okay, I thought he dropped on the other side.
Yeah. Oh, Julian going straight down first. Magnifique.
All right.
Yeah,
one hook and one gen going up, and arguably most challenging gen.
Yeah. Oh! Oh no, that was actually one of the dead bodies. Never mind. Is that a person? Oh wait, no. They've unhooked already?
Yeah, I mean, with Bubba, you always risk a camp, right? So, I mean... Oh, no! Is he going for the pickup? No, he's not going to do it. Yes, he is.
I mean,
going to go for it.
Win here. 100% I would be picking up and hooking again immediately. Now, is that a boonai here?
There it is. But, oh, I was going to say, is the map bug? Can you not get to it? But he was able to put it out. No problem there.
I'm going to be quite frank. At this point, I would be tempted to actually camp Julian to death. You'd lose 1 or 2 generators in that time, but then there's only 3 people.
It's a tactic, that's for sure. He's not venturing too far from the hook, mind you, and I think the second he's unhooked, he might go back. No, opting not to.
No!
I mean, that's a kindness thing, let's be honest. If you were in a pickup map, like a pickup group or just like a random lobby kind of thing, you would, yeah, 100% you'd be dead by now.
Oh, yeah, I mean, if this is a tournament and you're playing to win. Oh!
Bumps into lobby. See, this is what happens to me when I try and play. I just end up tantruming all the time. Oh, that was close. I wasn't sure if he was gonna make it to the pallet. Oh no!
Oh no, Kobe! Oh,
Kobe falling victim to the wrong side pallet drop.
Oh, that was rough to see. Oh, hello. Is that a Julian there? Ready to go die on his final hook?
Oh no! Oh, I didn't think he was gonna make that vault. So, Shadow not with a lot of killer hours, but clearly having practiced a little bit.
Well, I mean, when you've been murdered by good killers sufficiently, it gets easier to know what to do, doesn't it, I guess? You've seen what good looks like.
Yeah, I gotta say the chainsaw killers have like a... Oh man, this is not good. You will get the double chainsaw down. Don't do it, Josh. Don't do it. Oh no! I would have taken a hard right as soon as I saw him coming. You can't escape that chainsaw once he gets within range. And those hooks are going to be right next to each other. That's a problem. The unhook does happen, but this is likely not to go well. I'm expecting another down here.
Yeah, Nick is like, oh no, Nick.
No pallet there to draw. Oh! Gets lucky on the... Oh no, well, that came to
an end. Well, oh well, I mean...
Another gen goes up, mind you, so... You can't afford to be that close to the killer. Mind you, he had a pallet, but there goes the strongest pallet in the game.
And
another pallet ahead of him is going to be able to make it.
He's dead.
Gets another... Okay, now he's just got to loop main as best he can. Yeah, Shando not wanting to give this up. He's going to go for the kill.
He wants the kill.
Julian finding a lot of pallets. They're all getting eaten up, but is keeping him alive. Biding time for the team.
Come on, Shando.
And this is going to be it. He can't escape it. Oh! What? What the heck? Oh, he got stuck on the chair!
I would be devastated.
Because he didn't get the hit, or because he didn't get the hit on Julian?
Both.
Julian just having to use up every pallet in the map to stay alive. That was a mistake not dropping it, in my opinion. Oh, when he gets the stun. Ah! It is spacebar, Shadow. Spacebar to break.
Oh, I'm very upset. Shando deserved that kill.
That was a good run by Julian. Kind of a little bit of repayment there for what Shando put him through the first match. Took him from one side of the map to the next. Every pallet he could possibly break. Will he escape this? No, I don't think so. This is it for Julian. Oh, nearly escaped it. Nearly did, but that's the end of that.
Now. Ah. Well, you know what? This game's been worthwhile for watching for me. Oh, poor Julian.
You know what? He did well, bought his team a lot of time. We will say that. Boone's back up in the same location. Somebody was just here, yeah. Or mind you, it was a scourge hook, so that, yeah, exactly. That could have caused the pop there.
Yeah, true. So, there was two of them at that end of the map near the two generators, so he needs to get over there quickly. Because he had barbecue and it showed that.
Now you have one or two options.
There we go.
One or two options. Either split up as a survivor group and you try and... Oh, he's got eyes on Nick, though. Oh, unnecessary drop. And when all the other pallets are already, you know, chewed up by the killer kind of thing, this is just setting them up for a rough end game. The vault that Julian was hoping would save him saved Nick.
I wouldn't have chased there. I would have gone to the generator.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because they're probably working on that one.
Killer's getting on Nick. It's not going to happen. He gets him down with a simple M1.
Who needs a chainsaw when you've got a hammer, right?
That's right. That gen sounding like it has a lot of progress. Getting a... Yeah, the hook is going to go right beside it, forcing... Oh. That was the best move as the survivor there. You don't stick around. You need to make distance.
Yeah. Especially against this guy, because one hit down.
Oh. Oh, that was the distraction or the diversion. Didn't work, unfortunately. Manages to make the vault, but he gets the... Oh, that nice move by the killer.
Yeah, that was very nicely done.
Meanwhile, that gen that was near being up, it's going to get some work done to it.
It's probably got two people on it right now. We should give up this chase right...
Oh! He was hoping that he would hit the door instead of him, but oh, Kobe, it was just an unnecessary drop.
Yeah,
just like what happened in the last match.
Would.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh,
they decided to move locations, which is too bad. Had they stuck to that gen, it could have been up. Mind you, now they have two that are close, and it's going to split Shando's attention up. They're getting the unhook. Capitalizing on, you know, the killer being distracted there.
Give that generator at the other side a bit of a check.
Oh, I wouldn't do this. I'd be gen patrolling.
I would be patrol those generators. Yeah, that is what you need right now. Because if you patrol the gens, you will find the survivors.
There it goes. Last gen up, but I think they're gonna lose Josh for it. Can he make the window vault in the shack? Oh, he tried not to. Oh, that's what would have saved him. He was probably trying to mind game, thinking that the killer would definitely think he was going for that vault. Wasn't sure if he could make it. Decided to turn instead.
Well, these things happen. Oh, actually, if they don't get that done in time, they have. It's fine.
Oh yeah. They'll walk out. They'll just have to leave Josh behind. Points-wise, it doesn't make sense to do anything else.
Poor Josh.
That was a good, entertaining match.
It was. And Julian died. Win-win-win.
Man, that was a good, entertaining game to Watch, and the points were 22 for Killer, 21 for Survivors. Oh. All right, we're gonna take down some points, and then we're gonna see where we land.
Yeah, I'm curious because you just don't know because of the waiting that happened today. Because obviously going in today, the Fire Sharks were they had the most points, but then they've had some rounds that weren't quite the stomp that they wanted.
Okay, so that was the end of the semifinals for the SGN DbD tournament. We very much appreciate all the teams that came out to participate, including Hookos from day one, who were sadly eliminated, Escapist, Fire Sharks, and El Capitans. And now only two teams can progress to the last two matches, which will be the finals. And from the finals, one team will be crowned the team champion, and then we go on to a solos tournament for day 3 with 5 people to determine who gets the trophy as the Supreme SGN DbD Tournament champion. So, what we're going to go through is I'll take you through the points that we have for each team and which team is going to progress or which teams are going to progress and who has sadly been eliminated because there can be only one. Day number 1, we'll just kind of revisit the scores that we had there. Day number 1, Fire Sharks came out with 110 points, El Capitans with 84, Escapists 42. And so then we weighted the scores with those scores from day 1 being worth 30% of the final grade, 70% being weighted to today. Today, El Capitans came out with 91 points. Fire Sharks with 66, Escapists with 56. And so with the weighting, the final standings are in first place so far, El Capitans with 88.9. Second place, Fire Sharks with 79.2, and third place, Escapists with 51.8. So sadly, the Escapists have been eliminated. Fire Sharks and El Capitans will progress to the final, and we'll see where that happens. So thank you, Escapists, and hopefully you'll come back for our next DbD tournament sometime in the future.
Yeah, you gave us some really good games. It's been a pleasure watching you all play.
It has. We had some really terrific matchups today. It was a lot of fun. So, what this means is that El Capitans and Fire Sharks need to choose one person. We're doing one killer, one survivor match for each one. They're going to pick one person who's going to play as their killer. So if they want to send me a message in Discord, just a DM, one from each team, letting me know who their killer is going to be for the next match. And I will tell you who's playing killer first. Okay, so I am being told that the El Capitans had one team member who unexpectedly had to drop out. So they are looking for a pickup person. So I will let you know what that looks like right away. Someone's going to have to fill Kevin's spot in the final.
Oh dear. Although I suppose someone can leapfrog straight to the glory stage.
Right.
So are we doing those 2 games today? Did you say, Dave?
We're doing them, right away as soon as we get
Right.
the killer selections.
I was going to say, so for the purposes of the tournament, shall we do Fire Sharks survivors first, and El Capitan can pick their killer from their 3 remaining players whilst they search for a 4th to join them on their survivor round?
Exactly, that is the plan. So the okay, so stand by 1 second. Okay, so we have a request from the Fire Sharks to reschedule for this component of it. We were supposed to have 2 more matches, but for sorry, not Fire Sharks, the El Capitans, they're having some challenges, so we will have to reschedule and do that final component later on. So what we'll do is we'll have to make this day 3 all combined. We'll bring the final 2 teams back, El Capitans and Fire Sharks. And then from there, we'll do the remaining 6 rounds. So it'll be an 8-round day on day number 3. So some unexpected changes there, but that takes us to the end of SGN DbD Tournament day number 2. We've eliminated 1 team, leaving El Capitans and Fire Sharks remaining, and we'll have to come back a day in the future to wrap things up. So that is it for today. And in case there was any question about what everybody is playing for.
Dave, currently my video is just the Discord chat.
Yeah,
more interesting than looking at my face, to be fair, so...
There we go, day number 3. That's what everybody will be coming back for, the Fire Sharks and the El Capitans to play for the SGN DbD trophy. It's within sight, and then on top of that, the winning teams will get Stonewall credits, as well as a $20 gift card. The winning team will for their service of choice, whether it be Steam, whatever platform they play on, kind of thing. So, the winning team will be determined next day, along with the winner of the SGN DbD trophy. And that is it for today. Thank you very much, Ben, for helping us cast. I hope everybody had a good time. We'll advertise for day number 3 when the day gets planned, and we'll go from there.
Brilliant. Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. Thanks for having me.
Congratulations, everybody, on your good matches today. It was great.